Hi, Shane Saracen here to talk about the next daily drumming influences revisited. Today it is not a drummer, it is a drum line. And that drum line is the Live Oak High School, I guess it was called the Live Oak Emerald Regime Marching Band drum line from the summer of 1977. Now, the reason that they're an influence was when I was in high school, my high school, Murray High School, marching band from Murray, Kentucky, went to Whitewater. That's where it was at the time. Now the Bands of America is in Indianapolis. At the time, it was called MBA, Marching Bands of America. Then they changed it to BOA, Bands of America. I think the first time they had it was 76. And they used to have it in the summer, right after school would get out, or it would be like the first week of June, somewhere around there. And it was in Whitewater. 76 was the first year, 77 was the second year, and my high school band went. Now, Live Oak won this in 1976, and they were from Morgan Hill, California, I believe. But anyway, so we went to this campus at Whitewater, and we were staying there, and I was a couple of friends from high school. We walked over to watch Live Oak warm up and whatnot, and I was just blown away at the quality of this drum line. Now, you go back to 77, this would have been unique. Nowadays, not so much. I mean, some fabulous drum lines out there. So much more advanced than it was. But at the time, it looked like I was watching Santa Clara or the Blue Devils just warmed up, and I was just blown away. I had never seen that from a high school line before. Now, I believe they had several staff, and some of them had drum corps shirts on, so I thought at the time they might have actually had instructors from those corps. But anyway, needless to say, I was scared, to be honest with you, at the quality of them. Now, once I saw their marching band, it was a different style than we were. And their band was very, very, very good. But I think the drum line was up here, the band was here. Anyway, it was scary to see them, but it was inspiring because it made me want to take the reins and make changes at Murray at the time. And so I did. After that, I actually went to talk to Joe Sills, the director, and I just said, I want to be the section leader. I want to do this, 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 this. He said, it's all yours. Take it and do what you want. So we changed the look of the drum line, the presentation of the drum line. We went to, prior to that, the snares had been angled. I had played the tenors. We went to flat snares. And then we tried to just progress, I guess I'd say, toward what I saw with drum corps stuff. And I would try to, I started writing all the drum parts and whatnot, but all of this was inspired by Live Oak, California's drum line. So that's why I say this is the drum line or the drumming influence for the day. Now, luckily at that contest, we actually won by 1/100th of a point. Now, this is back in the tick system where you got a 10th of a point off or whatnot. But that's how close the competition was. They were open class, which was schools of 1,000 or more. We were class A, which was schools of less than 1,000. Now, our entire school only had like 700, 750 people in it, and we had, I think at the biggest, the band was right at 200. So, anyway, it was a big deal if the band went anywhere, and we actually won that competition in 1977. Live Oak won 76. I believe they turned around and won again in 78. But anyway, what a band they were, and it was an experience that I can't explain unless you were there. Now, I know that recently the Murray band went on and won the Class A national championship. Now it's different. There's a Grand National Champion, which we were, and then there's a champion for each class, but the competition is over several days now instead of just a couple, and it's really turned into something tremendous. But anyway, the drumming influence for the day, Live Oak, California, Drumline.